has accomplished. And still to come, England and Channel Islands prepare for disruptions from Storm Ciarán. And in sport, South Africa beat New Zealand by 190 runs in ICC Cricket World Cup 2023. Our details shortly.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call 0700 225 5226, 0800 225 5226, or +234 817 665 6273. Let's work together to uphold the integrity of Nigeria's financial system. Announcer, FSRCC.
Omega Power Ministries, OPM Worldwide.
I know you've been hearing mind-blowing testimonies of what God is doing in this place. All those miracles you've been hearing, all those testimonies you've been hearing, I don't even know how it happens. I'm just a plier in the hand of God. One thing about God, He carries you the way you are, but never leaves you the way you were. There must be great transformation. You are very important to this church, OPM. Most especially, you are important to God. That is why we have reserved a VIP seat for you.
Worship with us this Sunday, 8 a.m. and Tuesday, 12 noon to 4 p.m. Every first Friday of the month, Dr. Jesus Night with Coconut, 8 p.m. till dawn. It's a night vigil.
It doesn't matter the issue you've come here with, it's already solved. God can never fail. Instead of God to fail, heaven and earth will pass away. Pastor can fail you, your father can fail you, your mother can fail you, but God can never fail.
OPM, Dr. Jesus in action. Dr. Jesus in action. God is here.
This is RSTV World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. RSTV, Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
Welcome back. The president of the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, Comrade Joe Ajaero, has been rushed to the Federal Medical Center, Owerri, where he is receiving medical attention. The NLC head of information and publicity, Comrade Benson Opa, disclosed that Ajaero's right eye is completely shut. Reports have it that Ajaero was whisked away by the heavily armed operatives at the union's protest in Imo State on Wednesday. According to the report, Ajaero was beaten up, blindfolded, and taken to an unknown destination where more brutalization took place, sometimes with bottles. His phones, money, and other personal effects were taken off him and have not been returned to him. The Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, and Trade Union Congress of Nigeria, TUC, have condemned the arrest of Labour President, Comrade Joe Ajaero. Ajaero was whisked away by heavily armed operatives at the union's protest in Imo State on Wednesday. A joint statement signed by the General Secretary NLC, Comrade Emmanuel Ugbaja, Esquire, and Secretary General TUC, Comrade Nuhu Toro, respectively, explained that Ajaero was bundled into the waiting van of security operatives and whisked away to an unknown destination where he is held incommunicado. The unions told its members to be on alert for immediate nationwide action if, by the end of today, the president of the Congress is not released. The Nigerian Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas Workers, NUPENG, has put its members on alert for a nationwide strike over the attack and brutalization of Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC President Joe Ajaero, and other labor leaders by perceived agents of the Imo State government. Ajaero and other leaders of NLC and the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria, TUC, among others, including some journalists, were attacked and brutalized by suspected agents of the state at the NLC Secretariat in Owerri. It was gathered that thugs descended on labor leaders and other protesters, smashing vehicles, inflicting injuries and dispossessing handsets, money, ATM cards, among other valuables from labor leaders and others that had gathered at the NLC State Secretariat to begin the scheduled protests over pending labor issues. They were at the State Secretariat in Owerri to begin the planned protests ahead of the strike on Thursday over a backlog of unpaid salaries and allowances, among other perceived sins of the Imo State government against workers in the state. The Imo State Police Command has clarified reports concerning the alleged arrest of the President of the Nigerian Labour Congress, Joe Ajero, stating that they did not arrest him but saved him from mob attack. This is contained in a statement signed by the state's Police Public Relations Officer, ASP Okoye Henry, and posted on the official X handle of the Nigerian Police Force. The statement further read that a court order had barred the NLC from holding its intended protest in Owerri. The State Commissioner of Police, CP Mohammed Bade, also urged all concerned parties to ensure compliance with the court directives so as to avoid jeopardizing the current security arrangements in Owerri and other parts of Imo State, even as the state gears up for the forthcoming electioneering process on November 11. No fewer than 30 suspected illegal migrants have been arrested by the Nigerian Immigration Service in Ogun State. The Ogun State Command of the NIS paraded the 30 young suspected illegal migrants in Abeokuta on Wednesday. NIC Comptroller Abdulsede Olayemisi told newsmen that the illegal migrants, who were Beninois and Congolese, were also involved in defrauding fellow migrants. Olayemisi disclosed that the suspects were nabbed in Abeokuta, saying they were caught defrauding fellow nationals with promises of unexisting businesses. Their activities, she said, are capable of undermining national security, adding that they would be repatriated back to their countries of origin after due diligence. The World Bank Country Director for Nigeria, Shubham Chaudhry, said the bank has committed over $11 billion in the past 3 years for government at both the federal and the sub-national levels. Chaudhry stated this while giving his goodwill message at the opening of a 3-day cabinet retreat for ministers, presidential aides, permanent secretaries, and top government functionaries at the State House Conference Center, Abuja. The World Bank Country Director Chaudhry assured that President Bola Tinubu of the bank's support in his administration's challenging task of lifting millions of Nigerians out of poverty and making lives better for everyone. He said Nigeria is at a critical juncture to either continue muddling through business as usual with the risk of things falling apart, or having the courage to chart a new course, to take bold steps to finally see Nigeria rise to its true potential. Chaudhry commended President Tinubu's bold steps since the assumption of office to chart a new course for Nigeria to provide the renewed hope agenda that he promised the citizens. And people are protecting their homes and businesses. Roads have been closed and ferries cancelled as the UK prepares for the arrival of storm Ciaran later. Damaging winds are forecast in southern England, and gusts of up to 152 km high are predicted to batter the Channel Islands. The Met Office has warned of travel disruption, damage to buildings, and flying debris. There are also 24 flood warnings in place across England. It comes as the Met Office says the UK has provisionally recorded the joint 6th wettest October on record after the heavy rain brought by Storm Babet. And in sports, South Africa continued their march towards the semi-finals of the ICC Cricket World Cup 2023 with a 190 win over fellow contenders New Zealand at Pins MCA Stadium. Helped by centuries from Quentin de Kock and Rassie van der Dussen, the Proteas posted 357-4 after being asked to bat first by New Zealand's standing captain Tom Latham on Wednesday. Keshav Maharaj took 4 wickets, Marco Jansen took 3, and Gerald Gotze took 2 as South Africa recorded their 6th win of the tournament. They dislodged India from the top of the points table on net run rate. Do you love and care about River State and our peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is the risk we must accomplish. And before we go on the news, we have the story. Well, we go on the news now. Actually, to end the news, a recap of some of the major stories we had before. And Rivers State Governor Simonalayi Fubara has urged the Nigerian military to resist being partisan during the forthcoming off-circle election in the designated states, but provide security that will allow the people to vote their choices freely. The Senate has confirmed 10 resident electoral commissioners nominated by President Tinubu. And the House of Representatives has resolved to investigate the money expended on the postponed 2023 population and housing census by the National Population Commission to find out if there has been value for money. We also reported that the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) and Trade Union Congress of Nigeria have condemned the arrest of Labour President Comrade Joe Ajero. And that's the news. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more programs coming to you from RSTV. My name is Gugu Yala. Bye-bye.